Hi everybody, and welcome to Survival Dads. So in this video we're going to be taking a look at Polymath Products Phantom Ultralight Stove. Now this is a fantastic bit of absolutely lightweight kit designed by the awesome people at Polymath Products. So basically this is a multi-fuel MEFS burner is kind of how I describe it, but given a ultra lightweight twist, and as with most Polymath products, multi-purpose. So first of all, I'm going to run through the components, give you the weight, show you what kind of fuel you can use in it, and then I'll do a quick burn test for you. So let's get started. Okay, so the actual contents of the kit that you will receive. So you will get a instruction booklet. So I'll see it's Phantom Ultralight Stove and Windshield set. It's very important that you know exactly what you're doing with anything that produces heat and flame, such as this. So you have a full set of instructions, including how to use the windshield, set up a stove, and some safety information. So that's awesome. Very good that you're familiar with the kit that you are using. So I have that. Next up, you have the ultra lightweight legs. Simply slot together to create the base for your stove. You have the actual burn unit itself inside this mylar packaging, which is resealable. Okay, here we have the actual burn unit itself. So I have some, well, it comes with a kind of carbon mesh sponge in here, and you also have the lid here. So I'll demonstrate how that works later. And that simply pops onto there. You have the carry bag, very handy. If your equipment is somewhat sooty from cooking, simply place it in here to keep the rest of your kit nice and clean. And here you have the ultra lightweight folding windshield. Also includes 2 pegs, so you can stick it into soft ground should you require. Simple as that. So you can close that as much as you need to, or open it up as and when required. So a few specs for you now. So obviously I've done the contents where it comes with. The actual stove size itself measures 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters by 6 centimeters and weighs 35 grams. The windshield size is 43 centimeters by 13.5 centimeters, and the weight of that is 75 grams, which makes the entire unit 119 grams, which is ultra light. Now, I'm not a traditionally kind of lightweight backpacking kind of guy, but the older I get, and it seems the more unfit I get, the more I kind of want to reduce weight. So I'm really looking forward to taking this out into the field and really putting it through its paces. So that's the contents and the specs. Next thing we'll go through is what kind of fuels you can use with this. Okay, so what is suitable for actually powering the stove? So if I wanted to actually use the burn unit here and use the traditional kind of MEFS kind of system, I would simply use methylated spirits. The carbon felt actually stops this from leaking everywhere. So this is actually partly full of fuel. I can tip upside down, no fuel comes out. So this makes it a lot safer, especially if you are out in the wilderness. Obviously you don't want that fire to spread. So if this is accidentally knocked over, all that fuel is not going to come out thanks to this carbon mesh, which I think is a fantastic design. So if you wanted to use methylated spirits, we'd simply pour the desired amount into the stove container here, light it, and away we go. So I'll actually quickly do that now to demonstrate it. Turn some lights off so you can see. Okay, that's burning nicely. So simply give it a good blow to put it out. So that's one method you can use. You can use the alcohol fluid. So next up, we can actually use the lid of the burner, place it in here thusly, and we can use some alcohol gel or fuel gel tablets. This is what makes it a multi-use item, which I think is really cool. So in an emergency situation, you can use hexamine as well. Simply place the hexamine block upon the carbon felt there, and simply light it. Yeah, but one thing you should obviously be aware with this is the hexamine will actually eventually destroy this, so it'll probably be good for like 6 or 7 times tops to use hexamine on this. So use hexamine as a last resort. Primarily I'm going to be using methylated spirits for this, but I always have a couple of fuel gel tablets or a bag of fuel gel in the bag anyway, so if I was using that I'd simply use the lid. So that's pretty cool. What I'm going to do now is actually give it a standard tap water test with methylated spirits. So let's do it. Okay, so I have 500 milliliters of cold tap water straight from the tap. This is the smallest metal container I have. As I say, traditionally I haven't been into the whole lightweight backpacking scene. Normally I'd use a smaller boiling container, but this is all I've got, so improvise, adapt and overcome. I'm using this nice big billy and a lid for it. So I'm going to take it outside, I'm going to light it, and I'm going to do how long it takes to get to boiling temperature with meths. So let's do it. Okay, so we are burning nicely there. Stopwatch has been started, if you can see. And we'll come back to it shortly. Okay, so we are now at 6 minutes 30. See how she's doing. Hot. We're getting there. Very quickly. Okay, so we are now at 10:0123, so 10 minutes, and I would say that's boiling pretty well. So this is quite an oversized container, really, for the stove. That's all I've got, and it's working fantastically well. This is 10 minutes with methylated spirit in the Phantom burner, which is still going. Very, very pleased. So that's 500 milliliters of tap water, so cold tap water as well. Very happy. Bit of Fire Dragon gel block in the lid. See how it performs. Burning nicely now.
The windshield's doing a fantastic job. Extra bit of information for you. After a couple of minutes, it's cool to the touch, so it would pack away nice and fast.
So there we go. That is the Phantom ultra lightweight stove. Multi-purpose, multi-fuel. Really happy with it. Filled it with by Dragon Gel fuel tab in here. No overspill whatsoever. Left with a bit of residue, but that's no detriment to the Phantom stove. It's the actual Dragon Gel itself. So no deformation or weakness to the actual lid either. So that held up really well. Boiled 500 millilitres of cold tap water within 10 minutes in a rather oversized pot. So I think a more efficient, smaller pot would have done a lot better. But yeah, really happy with it. The windshield worked fantastically. Allowed just the right amount of air in, and you can really close it up if you need to. Cooled down really quickly. I love it. Low visibility, perfect for stealth camping or in a SHTF situation. You're trying to cook, trying to boil water on the down low. This will help you stay hidden. So yeah, packing up, really simple. Simply fold it up, replace the lid, place into the bag. I should say also, in terms of meth storage, I did leave this overnight with some meths in it, left over from when I was testing it. I didn't have any leakage from the actual tin itself, but I believe they advise you store it in the bag, sealed up, just in case there is any leakage, but actually carry the meths in a separate container, so one extra thing. So yes, so fold the stove, the windshield up, put the burner unit in the mitre bag, simply fold up the legs, and replace into the bag. Don't forget your instructions. There we go. Check it out at Polymath Products. I'll put a link in the description below. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and I'll see you soon.